I believe we'll start with you. Put in. We're making a video for everybody on YouTube. This is our second iPhone video. Are you going to say anything, Puddin'? It's been a while since people have seen you. Nothing? 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 Come on. Oh, God, it has been a long time, guys. I was cranking them out there like every 2 days, and then I just fucking disappeared. Now I'm back. Okay, so it is February 4th, 2012. How you doing? It's Saturday. I am so great. I'm relaxed. I'm centered. I'm feeling good. Things are actually going pretty decent, all things considered. Let me try and stand this up. Hold on a second. Alright. Okay, I don't know how good this is going to look. I'm still playing around with the iPhone. So, alright. Yeah. So, Super Bowl Sunday. Or Super Bowl weekend, I should say. But, yeah, Super Bowl Sunday tomorrow. I'm not a football guy. I'm not a sports guy. Obviously, I'm more of a film nerd, a comic book nerd, a reading nerd, tech nerd. Sports never were my thing. I dug hockey when I was a kid because you grow up north and that's kind of a big thing. But sports just never. I was a fat kid and I'm a fat man now, so. Sports, just physical activities never were a real big part. And then when I discovered cannabis, that obviously you have to wire your brain mentally you have to really wire your brain to be physical when you become a pot smoker. and I just, when I was a non-pot smoker, I wasn't a physical person, and when I decided to become one, when I found out this is what I'm gonna do because this makes sense, I was just like, you know what? Why why start doing physical shit now? I never did it before, so. But sports just always escape me, and it's just funny to me how it's the one day a year where everybody kind of drops all the bitching and moaning about gay people, gays in the military, or just basically all the American problems that we have, like, the rising fuel costs, the issues with the president that people may have, or government, and all the bullshit that goes on, all the random things that people choose to complain about goes away, and everybody just becomes a fucking meathead. For that one fucking day, and it's insane because I remember watching like the men in my family on during football games, just screaming at the TV as guys would run down a fucking field with a ball and just go, 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 you son of a bitch, go, just shit like that. I'm like, it's a fucking game, and it's like you're not even betting money. Like if you're betting money on it, yeah, I get like you getting into it because you've got something riding on the line, but like. It's a game. Like, if you got no money riding on it, it's like I could never understand getting into it on that level where it's like not really impacting your life personally or indirectly. It fucking escapes me, man. But on the opposite side of that coin, I should say. I'm sure they look at me and can't understand my obsession with films and comics either. So, everybody has to have something to get into, but it just amazes me that football's the one thing that people can just kind of tune into universally, and kind of agree on, and then there's a few of us like myself who just don't get it. I just completely don't get it. I drove by a Planned Parenthood clinic the other day, and I do it every Thursday. For my job, I have to drive down the stretch of road, and there's always these people, these Christian right wingers who are standing outside, close to being elderly people, holding like the pro-life signs and pictures of dead babies, and with logos that say like I deserved a chance and shit like that. And it killed me because you think about it, it's like you see them fighting for these fighting for unborn infants and pro-life, and they're out there like puffing on a cigarette. It's like, yeah, that's just so funny to me that you're fighting for life while slowly taking your own. Just ridiculous, man. I just, I know everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I get that, myself included, which is why I'm doing a fucking YouTube channel where I fucking go on random tangents and whatnot. But protesting, I understand why people do it. I in a way, I think, people think, well, this is how I'm going to get my voice heard. It's a means to an end. It can solve problems. It can fix things. It can get things accomplished. Occupy Wall Street, I'm sure, is in that same tone. But at the same time, it's like, when I look at like the people protesting the abortion clinics or Planned Parenthood, it's like, don't you have anything better to do? I'm at that point in my life where I've come out with myself, where I finally have become comfortable with the fact that I don't believe in God. I've come to, at 32 now, I can say out loud, without doubt, for me personally, that I don't believe in God. And I'm comfortable with that. It took a long time. I used to hear people talk about how they need, how tough it is to come out of the closet, or how tough it is to talk about this or that, and how they finally feel comfortable in their own skin. And it's weird because I never understood that line of logic, and now I do, because I truly finally feel comfortable to say that out loud. For a long time, I felt kind of on the fence about religion, faith, what I believe, what I don't believe in, and I can conclusively say, for me personally, I just don't believe in it. And I'm happy for anybody who does. I think we all need something. At the end of the day, we all need something to get us through this life, to make us feel safe, to make us feel comfortable, to make us feel content and complete and normal, to make us sleep easier. And for a lot of us, for a lot of people, that's God. The idea of God, whether it be Catholicism, Christianity, Buddhism, being Muslim, or Baha'i, following a Baha'i faith, or whatever religion you choose to follow. And for so long I've been so conflicted, and I never wanted to label myself atheist, because I just don't like that connotation. And I don't like a lot of atheists nowadays. You hear a lot of these young people who, it's almost like a fucking fashion trend to listen to people talk about it. It's just disgusting, and how arrogant they get when people say, like, God bless you, when someone sneezes. They're like, oh, I don't believe in God, and I hate that shit. And it's like, who gives a fuck if you don't believe in God? People are they're being courteous, you just say thank you. But I truly just have come to the content realization for myself that I just don't believe in him. I don't believe in a higher power or deity. I don't know how we got here. I don't know how the world was created. And I'm okay with that. I don't need to know. All I do know is that I was created by my mother and my father, and that I have life, and I don't know how long I'll have it for, but I need to enjoy and utilize the time I do have it for. And when I'm dead, I'll find out what happens when that comes. I'm not going to spend my life worrying in fear of what's going to happen to me when I'm dead, based on some unknown prophecies that were written hundreds of years ago. And if excuse me, if God sent forth Christ to tell people about him and about things, or like the Baha'i faith believes that God sent Jesus and Muhammad and Buddha to be prophets to spread the word. If those men all existed for that purpose, why did he send them then, and then that was it? Like, it's like that game where somebody says the frog hops on a log, pass it down, and then by the end of the line, as you're telling it to the person next to you and they tell it to the person next to them, it becomes something completely different. I think over time, if that's true, whatever he told them, as time went on, it's just become this muddled mess. And I don't, like I said, just like, why, if God exists, why did it happen all those years ago, and then that was it? You figure if God existed, he'd want to play an active role, not just say something once and then just leave it alone. It's, I don't know, there's just a lot of things that I think about in factor of it. I still think, I'll think about God in the existence of God, the idea of the existence of God, till the day I die. Because it's a fascinating subject, but the idea that he's a real being, or a real spiritual being, or that he exists, I can't follow it, personally. So, wow, this is neither funny nor informative. Well, it's informative, but it's not funny. It's not really what I expected. Well, that's the point of the channel, randomness, I guess. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys go, because I think I've brought the mood down, and I have nothing really else on the top of my mind. Oh, Tenacious D fans! There's a new Tenacious D album coming out next month, I believe it is. Go on, you're on YouTube now, type in Tenacious D, Rise of the Phoenix, and you can hear a snippet of a new track, and like a preview or something like that. It's awesome. But there's a new Tenacious D album coming out. It's fucking amazing. Anything I've seen lately that's really worth mentioning? Alcatraz, the new show from J.J. Abrams and Bad Robot, is amazing. It's in its 4th episode. I love that show. Nerd stuff to talk about. Fuck, I can't think of it. Oh, I saw The Artist. I think I mentioned that on one of the last video rants. Artist was a fantastic film. Black and white, silent film. Don't let it detract you. It's wonderful. Wonderful movie. Then that's it. I will keep doing these. Now that I got an iPhone, I can upload them directly from my phone. So, oh shit. So, cheers. Or keep it real, yo.